So in 2000, so I was giving you the reason that in 2008, when there was a global recession across the globe, the housing, the real estate category of the United States, it got shattered globally, and due to that, there was a global recession across the world, and due to that, the people, there were millions of U.S. citizens, they lost their money, and the banks, the money that they kept in their banks, they were not even able to withdraw their own money because the market saw the recession. The bank lost their value, and they weren't able to pay the money to the to the people who owe them. So due to that, all these manipulation and the control that was being done by the United States government and like the banks, that was the reason why the cryptocurrency was made, because they don't want any kind of um, like government interference in your money. Because in India also, if you will look, majority of the Indians keep their money in the savings account. Like tomorrow, if something happened, like if the world war happen, or if there is some sort of because the market is very volatile, you cannot predict the future, anything can happen in future. The recession can come, the war can go on, and in that case, the economy will shatter. And in that case, the people who are keeping their money in banks will have to wait for withdrawing their money, because the panic will go across the country, and people will start thinking that, what, we should just withdraw our money from the bank as soon as possible, because we might not be able to withdraw later. And this thing, if this panic attack will go across the country, the economy of a country will shatter, and after that, it will be very hard to like regain the progress. So due to that, all these manipulation and all these things which was controlled by the government, the banks, so the Bitcoin was created on the fundamentals that it will not be created, it will not be controlled by any government in this world. Not the US government, not the European unions, not the Indian government. No government will have direct control over this currency, because the 2008, after post 2008, the drawbacks for 2008 recession were still in everyone's memory. So that is the reason why cryptocurrency is made. And now today, if you will look, the best, if you're having any of your wallet, it could be MetaMask, it could be any wallet that you are owning. If you have your money in that wallet, so imagine if tomorrow the war happened. So if you might have heard, in May there was a war which was happening between India and Pakistan, and the instability in West Asia, like Israel Palestine, as you are already seeing, it could hype, it could go for like years, and the it could be actually the reason, because those are a very sensitive areas in the world, and that could be one of the reasons for World War III. And after in World War, you have remember the 1929 depression, post World War One, the allies power had a huge have a huge debt, and they weren't able to pay. Then the Germany has to sign the Treaty of Versailles, in which they have to pay the debt of around, I know how many millions of dollars. So due to that, their economy got shattered, and the people have to suffer. So similar, that the like something like that will not happen in future now. So that's why the cryptocurrencies are made, so that even if the war like these situation happen, look, imagine if India got into war with Pakistan, and it is a full-fledged war. During that time, the economy got shattered. It is the very common phenomena you will see across the whole world. Whenever the country is involved with war, the market of those countries, the stock market and the share market of those countries, it experience instability. And due to that, after, it includes instability. So due to that, to avoid that instability, it is important to own your money somewhere which doesn't have any control. That is actually the reason for making the crypto